Okay, we're back to the green dresser and we're going to do the epoxy top over the foil that we've just finished. So I'll show you the process of that. Like I said, I work in the basement, so the floors are not totally level. So what we had to do is go through with a level and make sure that we got this project totally level before we pour the epoxy. So we've just used some blocks wrapped in a Terex tape that keeps the epoxy from sticking to the bottom of the project if it goes onto the floor. And we've also covered the floors in a plastic to be sure that if we drop any epoxy on the floor, it goes onto the plastic and then it will just dry and pull right off. So be sure that you get your project level, because if not, then all of your epoxy is going to want to run to one side or the other, whichever side is lower, and that will waste product. You don't want to do that. Get my lovely assistant to put level on here so we can see that it's level. Thank you, Alex.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm pleased to help.
As you can see, you want your bubble level. So just be sure that everything is level, front to back and side to side.
And measure at multiple locations as well, because you should. Ooh, that's borderline.
Oh, I think we need to fix that. We need to come up on that end.
Yeah, we need something real thin for that. I was thinking your discarded sanding discs might be thick enough. Anyway.
That one may not be discarded. Just because it's on the floor doesn't mean I've discarded.
My shop's so much cleaner than yours.
Oh, I beg to differ. Really?
It's heavy.
Wasn't it you that just 5 minutes ago told me that there was abs of steel down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're good. We're gooder than we were last time.
Gooder?
Much gooder.
Wow, you're good for English grammar there.
I have them up Prince Charles.
Actually, just hold it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right there. And I'll make the tape. I've got a blue tape under there, so it should stick to the blue tape. Hopefully it won't be too heavy and pull it down. That would be a nightmare in the middle.
One of us having a knife would be really useful. I've just got my wit. That's the sharpest thing I bring to the table.
Alright, let it go.
I'm not touching it.
Okay.
We reckon?
Run and get a knife.
Run
Please.
and get a knife.
Run and get a knife, because that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's okay, the Terex tape will pick it back up. Alright, bring that down just a bit. There we go. Taking the top off would have been much more ideal, but
Yeah.
give me a little cut there.
Ooh.
Oh, ran out just at the right time.
I need more Terex tape.
Yeah. Can I see that knife just a minute?
You got all this plastic down and I hand you a knife. I trust you.
Okay, the product that we're using to do the epoxy is a product that we've used many times doing mini kitchens, and if we can dig some out, we'll throw some pictures up here. But it's a company called StoneCoat. It has no odor, so it's not going to run you out of the house. And it is a part A and part B. And when you go to mix, you're going to want to mix part B first, simply because it's not as thick. So when you put part A in, it's a lot heavier in viscosity and it falls to the bottom. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, and you're going to want about, what is it, 3?
You want a final solution that's 3 fluid ounces per square foot. So we've got basically a 2 by 4 foot by 4 foot piece. So we have 8 square feet.
I think that's too much.
So
It's too much, but
no,
okay.
we need 6 and 6,
Okay.
or number 6. So 12 ounces of each. So it's 1.5 fluid ounces per square foot of each product.
They have a website. All the information that you need to do anything countertop wise is on their website, and it's a wonderful product, and you can do some amazing things with it. It's very safe, it's food safe, and very durable. We've used it for years and absolutely love the product. So go check out their website, StoneCoatCountertops.
This looks like way too much.
That's what I said.
8. That's right. That's right, or we misremembered it.
And it's 3 of 3.
I'm not sure that I can mix that in this. What's the worst that can happen? I should have put some rubber shear clothes on. You want to mix your stuff for about 3 minutes.
It gets a lot of air bubbles in it, so it looks white when you're done mixing. But all of that will come out when you start spreading it.
So we've gained about 10% in volume because of the air bubbles, so bear that in mind when you use your picture container for mixing.
You good?
Alright.
All right, pour it out.
Want me to do a line or just as usual?
Yeah, I'm just gonna spread it with my hands
We have a
because.
crack in this.
Okay, well, just pour it out then. I think those cups are very good.
They're very cheap.
Just keep going.
Just
Yeah.
Third pass. I'm probably going to keep my finger on this cup.
Just pour it all out.
You confident in our measurements?
Yeah.
You're such a fool.
I trust my lovely assistant.
You're such a fool. I was actually looking at it now. I hope I have enough. I did ever so slightly give us more.
Well, that's going to be okay because I'm just going to spread it around. Keep spreading, keep spreading.
Yeah, because we're 18 by 50, so we're not quite 2 foot by 4 foot, but we do have to consider the front, which is when you do these things, do your calculations, and remember there is a front to the surface.
Now you got to think about surface tension when you're doing this. So you want to get it pretty much to your edges, but not, don't break the surface tension quite right away. Till you get everything on and spread out. Just let it cut down, it'll,
Yeah, we got most of it.
no, I mean set it down upside down on here.
I'll just slump it in my hand if we're just
Okay.
going by hand.
Yeah, we're not gonna use a trowel on this. Don't want to scrape my pretty color.
Do that while it's trash. It is now.
It is. I should have got more than one set of gloves.
Yeah, me too. I just dribbled all over the floor, so.
That'll be alright.
Careful with our shoes when we're out to clean space.
Yeah. Where did you dribble? So that I'll know where not to step.
Here.
Okay, I see now. Okay.
Yeah, I dribbled quite fast. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, I think when I take these off the torch, I'm gonna have to get rid of the gloves.
Well, that's okay. I'll do the rest
That's best.
since I've got another pair of gloves. Don't know that I've got gloves that would fit you in this shop.
I don't know that I'll have the skill to work on your furniture either, so that's probably for the best too. I don't have that much on my back.
Okay.
It looks more than it is.
So I don't need to reco back off your gloves then.
Mm-mm.
Alright. Alright, I think I'm ready to break surface tension, don't you?
Cover sits pretty good. Might be ever so slightly sparse on these two. Yeah, that do it.
Why are you, if you've got none on your gloves, why are you holding like that? Are you still drippy?
I am still drippy.
Okay.
You're gonna be drippy too.
Oh yeah. That's what I said, I'm gonna need another set of gloves before I pick up a spray can. This has a lot of working time to it. So you're not in a big rush once you pour. So just keep that in mind, that you've got plenty of time to get it spread out nice and even. So there's no big rush, especially on a project this size. It's
Depending on relative humidity and temperature, even up to an hour. We've had them going over an hour and a half, haven't we?
mm-hmm.
On larger projects. You got clean hand?
Doesn't matter, it's trash after we're done here anyway.
The temptation is to buy a really cheap brush because it is going to be discarded afterwards. It's not worth the little bit of money you could have saved considering how much you spent on the epoxy. The reason for dropping it is basically to get rid of that surface tension and just, it helps everything self-level. So that's the reason we spent so much time with the 4 foot level in this to get it level is for this reason. This will then settle out and just give a perfectly flat surface if you've done your due diligence first.
You do not want to chop it out in a line. You want to kind of be sure that you do it randomly, or when you get done you'll be able to see those little chop marks, and that's not a good look. Probably wouldn't matter so much on this, but if you were doing, say, a bathroom countertop or a kitchen countertop, then it would make a big difference. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna get all of that out of the brush, and all of this will self-level out. And you can see that the longer that it's laid out, the more clear it starts to become. And once Alex starts torching some bubbles out of here, let's have to put this spray paint on.
Yeah, we got a couple of eyes on this front edge.
Okay.
They're this end. I don't see
Yeah, I
anything
just
else.
want to get some epoxy back on this brush, and then I'll come down that front edge to be sure that we're nicely covered here.
Yeah, torch before you paint.
No, let's paint and then we'll torch. No, let's torch and then we'll paint. At least torch once and get these bubbles out.
Yeah. Let's get some big bubbles. Just a simple plumber's torch. Nothing more than that. And we want to move this quick because wood is flammable. And you can't set these on fire. It's not a big deal as long as you don't burn your house out. You can come back and make it damage.
Okay.
So it's on sodium.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put alcohol and
Right.
it's gonna pop a bunch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm just.
When you do the epoxy.
just gonna, you could stop right there and just have your color and you'd be fine. But we're gonna take it up a notch and add in a little bit of what we call a shadow effect. And we'll show you that.
There we go.
This is just some gold mica and 91% alcohol. You don't want to go too heavy with the alcohol. And this is going to keep moving. Even after we're done, it'll move for probably a good hour after we're done.
We should put a time lapse on that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Alright, I think that's it on the alcohol.
Yeah.
That's gonna look good. Torch it, let's go.
Okay, we're gonna get rid of the bubbles. Nah. Extra careful this
Okay.
time. Oh. Yeah, your edge. You've got some flowing over here. This is real nice. This is one of the big ones.
Okay.
Almost uniform with that gold.
Okay. And I'll just let it go at that. Torch it, let's roll.
Okay. Just gonna run the blowtorch over, press the bubbles. Extra careful because the sides are putting alcohol on top of this now. That's what happens.
Yeah, if you wait a few minutes before you torch, it lets the alcohol kind of dissipate and then it's less likely to catch. And so just give it a blow and it'll blow out.
Yeah,
Oh, that's looking amazing.
it is.
Look at that green coming through. Get that gold on top. The black.
Front edge is incredible.
Oh yeah, that's lovely. I'm loving it. Just loving it.
Okay, you can see all the mica powders and the alcohol doing their work, just overflowing on that front edge. It's just revealing the foil underneath as well. That side look good too.
Oh yeah. Got your mica powder, go up.
Yep.
Got your mica powders coming up. And this will keep moving, so you want to be really careful when you start adding alcohol, not to get too much. Otherwise you just end up with a great big blurry mess. And that's not the look we're going for.